Folks in Conyers in Rockdale County right around 6:31. So let's take a look at this, kind of zoom tighter. You can see those heavier bands of rain now in the northern part of Coweta County, moving through the northern part of Fayette County, Fayetteville, back now into Carrollton area, Villa Rica area, LaGrange, just a little bit north of Greenville area. Once again, moving to the north and northeast. Heavier showers with some thunderstorms, Tuskegee rather, all the way back into Montgomery. That is also moving across, but that'll be mostly south of LaGrange area. So that'll be more of a Columbus event for us as that frontal system continues to push to the south and to the southeast. As we look at the overall pattern, you're seeing breaks, so it's not a solid line of precipitation, weakening from Kentucky all the way back into Tennessee, holding together a little bit in North Georgia, better to the southwest metro, and all the way into the Montgomery area. But once it passes through, that's it for a few days. And you can see by about 8 o'clock on the Futurecast, most of that is pushed to the east and to the northeast. As we get into 11 o'clock, mostly cloudy skies, might have a leftover shower or two, then pushes through. By 4 o'clock, mostly clear skies. And by tomorrow morning's rush hour, no problems, clear skies out there. Maybe some damp conditions to start, but certainly will be on the upswing, and those temperatures cooling down just a little bit from today's highs in the 60s. 63 in Locust Grove, 61 in Atlanta. Folks in LaGrange at 63, raining there. 61 in Covington and 62 in Athens. A bit cooler to Gainesville now at 50 degrees. On the south side we go, where the rain is approaching for you folks and over you from Coweta County all the way into Fayette County. On the east side, Conyers and Covington 59, 64. Folks in Monticello, a temperature in the mid 60s, and Dallas at 59 degrees. We'll take you to Kennesaw right now. No rain since midnight. Temperature of 58, and in Athens right now 62 and feeling good in Athens. Winds out of the southeast right now 3 miles per hour. No rain since midnight. Not everyone getting the rain. As that rain's beginning to break up a little bit. Better chances a little bit south and to the east of the metro area. So here's our 7-day forecast. As we track the precipitation moving out, we'll notice we have a dry pattern after it, and also a warming trend as we get to the end of the week. We go from temperatures tomorrow to about where we should be this time of year, rather to Wednesday, to near 60 degrees as we get to Friday. Saturday and Sunday, the weekend, slight chances of rain moving in, 60 degrees. And even not next a week from today, we're not looking at any cold snap. We're looking at 62 degrees. So rain in, rain out, normal temperatures, then warming as we get to the weekend. That's kind of summing it up. Do I still have to come to work
rain
tomorrow?
In, rain out.
Okay, yeah.
We'll take it.
There you go.
You're here
Wax
all week,
on.
Paul.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Well, you know, as that rain fell, a school bus flipped over north of Atlanta. At least 12 kids unfortunately hurt. Yeah. We're working to bring you a live report. That's just ahead on CBS 46 News at 6.
The holidays are over, and now the credit card bills are coming in. Now's the perfect time to start a budget. But are you lazy, like me? Let the bank do the budgeting for you, I say. That's coming up on the BBB Report.
And tonight on CBS 46, here's what we got. Kevin Can Wait, followed by Man with a Plan, Superior Donuts, then 9 JKL, then Scorpion. It all starts at 8 o'clock. And then we'll have all the late breaking news you need to know on CBS 46 News at 11.
Well, just one wrong turn in this town could cost you hundreds of dollars. Today's the day a New York City suburb will ticket people for taking shortcuts. Now, we told you about this last week. People using Waze and Google Maps turned quiet neighborhoods in Leonia, New Jersey into gridlock.
The traffic navigation apps are the modern day Pied Piper. People will do whatever the app tells them to do.
Well, the town's police chief says the goal is to change people's habits and not write tickets, but those fines are $200, an amount the mayor admits had, in his words, some teeth to it. Here is one solution to a problem, though many of us have not had enough money.
Yeah, on Friday we told you the results of a survey about the state of our savings. 2 in 5 people surveyed by Bankrate do not have even $1,000 for an emergency.
Well, today's Better Call Harry explains how you can take control of your spending right now so you can have some savings later.
If you're like me, it's hard to pass up a sale. Sure, you're getting a deal, but if you're charging, you're still spending cash you don't have. The Better Business Bureau's Fred Ellsbury says, time to prioritize.
You're spending a lot of money on what I call wants as opposed to needs.
The BBB says start out by tracking your spending. Nowadays, you don't even have to. My Bank of America app is doing it for me. It categorizes my expenses, and it lets me set my own budget. Or maybe you're old-fashioned like Fred. Remember those things called notebooks? They still work.
If I open my desk drawer, it's right there staring me in the face.
If you're going manual versus bank app, once you determine where you're spending money, then you set up a realistic budget. Still need help? The BBB recommends ClearPoint Credit Counseling Solutions. The website for this Atlanta-based company has a bunch of interactive tools. For example, do you have a lot of credit card debt? Pay monthly minimums on the ones with the lowest interest rates and the most you can on the card with the highest rate.
So get that one knocked off, go to the next one, and that strategy will help you keep your credit solid, but at the same time erase that debt.
See, I love the bank budgeting app because every time I use my debit card, it categorizes that expense for me. And currently, I am $500 over on my pet expense because my dog got sick and went to the vet. This is why the BBB says you need to factor in an emergency fund. I'm Better Call Harry with the BBB report.
Well, a couple of actors from the touring company of The Lion King, which is playing at the Fox, they spent time cheering up Atlanta hospital patients today. They visited Boys and Girls in Children's Healthcare of Atlanta at Hugh Spalding. Ramon Reed plays baby Simba in The Lion King. He has sickle cell anemia and enjoys interacting with those kids.
It shows don't take life for granted, because some people have less than what you have. And every day you wake up, you should thank God for him giving you that day to wake up in.
Well, the children received Lion King toys and merchandise. They enjoyed doing some Lion King related crafts too.
Local, real, everywhere. CBS 46 News at 6 starts now.
The government is back in business, at least for the time being. The Senate reaches a deal to get the federal government back to work just a short time ago. But the issue that got us here in the first place, it is still far from resolved. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Tracy Hutchins. Sharon is off.
And I'm Ben Swan. So here we go. Before we get into all that, let's talk about our weather, because obviously there is rain in the area. The question is, how long will it stick around? Chief Meteorologist Paul Osman joins us now with that. Paul?
Yeah, probably a few more hours. Right now, really bearing down the city. Good news is we're not seeing storms. There's just some heavy to moderate rain now extending from Paulding County all the way to southern part of Cobb County near Austell. And that continues to move inside the perimeter right now with heavy rain at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. If we zoom a little bit tighter, you can see that rain, Peachtree City, Atlanta, all the way to Conyers, Griffin area getting some, Hogansville, Carrollton, and back into Douglas County as well. And once again, no storms this just yet, but that moderate rain now moving across during rush hour from Union City all the way to Peachtree City, all the way to Atlanta, Forest Park. We're looking at Douglasville, so we're talking about I-20, 75, and 85 right now getting some very, very heavy rain. This bears watching, as this one has thunderstorms in Auburn, Alabama. If that tracks, that'll be mostly a LaGrange and Meriwether and Upson County event. So our forecast, 45 degrees by tomorrow morning. Showers out now, but it will end for tonight. Rain chance pretty good. We'll talk more about that and what's ahead for the rest of the week coming up in my 7-day forecast.
We do have some breaking news to keep you caught up on. Right now, a story we've been following since 4 o'clock. A school bus that overturned in the city of Ellijay.
Captain Frank Copeland from the Gilmer County Sheriff's Office, he told us that up to 16 students suffered bumps, bruises, and scrapes. Although students were at Clear Creek Middle School, the bus hit a soft shoulder next to the road before it overturned. That's what the captain told us earlier this afternoon. So the students who were not hurt, they were taken back to school so their parents could pick them up there.
Again, only minor injuries in that crash, but we have more breaking news to tell you about. The CBS 46 Bulldog learning of a frightening threat against the CNN Center here in Atlanta. Chief Investigator Jonathan Carlson live in the studio with those court documents and what he's learned. Jonathan.
Yeah, hey there, Ben. A Michigan man arrested by the FBI accused of threatening to travel to Atlanta to commit mass murder at CNN. The details in these court documents unsealed just hours ago. I got my hands on them within the last hour or so. According to the feds, the man from a Detroit suburb made 22 calls to CNN about a week ago. It began with claims of fake news and ended with threats of violence. The man told a CNN operator, quote, "Fake news, I'm I'm coming to gun you all down. He then called again saying, I'm smarter than you, more powerful than you. I have more guns than you, more manpower. Your caste is about to get gunned down in a matter of hours. I'm coming to Georgia right now to go to the CNN headquarters to effing gun every single last one of you. You can see a live picture there of the CNN Center in downtown Atlanta. Investigators inside CNN were able to trace the number and help agents locate the suspect before he could carry any of this out. Guys, this is an example of how political rhetoric is becoming all too real in society these days. We're live in the studio. I'm Jonathan Carlson, CBS 46 Bulldog.
All right, Bulldog, thanks for that. If you have an investigative idea for the CBS 46 Bulldog, you can email him at thebulldog@cbs46.com.
Now, back to the big national story. The Senate has reached a compromise to end the government shutdown, at least for now. 81 senators supported a procedural vote today to end a filibuster. Once final passage happens in the Senate, the measure moves to the House, where it's also expected to pass. That move comes after Senate Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer announced a deal with his Republican counterpart, Senator Mitch McConnell.
That a strategy to shut down the government over the issue of illegal immigration is something the American people didn't understand and would not have understood in the future. So I'm glad we've gotten past that, and we have a chance now to get back to work.
The agreement would finance the government through February 8th. Now, in return, McConnell agreed to consider immigration on the Senate floor in the coming weeks.
Well, the Senate's vote to reopen the government did not come until afternoon today, and that means national parks like the Kennesaw Battlefield remain closed throughout the day. CBS 46 reporter Natalie Rubino visited the unstaffed park and tells us what we can expect now that the government is reopened.
The gates are closed at the Kennesaw Battlefield, but despite the government shutdown, people are entering here at their own risk and taking advantage of the national park. It looks like business as usual Monday at the Kennesaw Battlefield.
We saw the sign that was basically saying, you know, enter at your own risk. But then there was loads of people going in.
The government reopened just after noon today, but the battlefield remained unstaffed and its buildings closed.
It'd be nice if the restrooms were available,
yeah.
But other than that, it's really been fine. I mean, we had a good hike today.
During the 2013 government shutdown, a man was arrested for trying to steal Civil War artifacts from the grounds. Employees came to work unpaid to protect the grounds, but 5 years later, we didn't spot any workers on site. Now that the government is reopened, staff is expected to return to the Kennesaw Battlefield tomorrow. The workers will likely still get paid for the 3-day shutdown. In 2013, furloughed workers received back pay when the 16-day shutdown ended. In Kennesaw, Natalie Rubino, CBS 46 News.
The battle to remove the Confederate statue that now sits at the front of the old Decatur courthouse is making some headway. On Tuesday, DeKalb County commissioners will decide on a proposal to move that statue. CBS 46's Bobeth Yates is following this story. So what's different? Because just a couple of months ago, Bobeth, they said they legally cannot remove the statue, but now it looks like they will be.
Well, Tracy, that's what they say, but the difference is they got their attorneys involved. And after a thorough evaluation, they realized the state law prohibits removing the statue, but it doesn't prohibit relocation.
But this statue is placed here on the square, front and center, the most prominent place in 1908.
DeKalb County Commissioner Jeff Rader is talking about the Confederate monument that sits in front of the old DeKalb County Courthouse.
This is what they call a lost cause memorial. The lost cause is a myth and was really fabricated when you could no longer justify the Civil War on the original basis.
Rader says that basis to support those who fought for slavery, a message that has many in the community calling for its removal.
I think it's something that shouldn't be there.
We're not even in that time anymore, and we're trying to move forward from that. We shouldn't have things holding us back.
I think there's a difference between historical recognition and celebration.
But despite the opposition to the statue, state law has prevented the removal of this and other war relics. But Rader says county attorneys have found a workaround.
What we can't do is destroy it. We can't conceal it from public view, and we have the right to interpret it.
Now, again, officials say they cannot destroy it, but they can relocate it. And they plan to vote tomorrow, and they say they have enough votes to get the statue removed. In addition to that, they'll have an open call for about 30 days where people can give suggestions on where the statue should go and what should happen next. Back to you, Tracy.
Bo Beth, live for us in Decatur. Thank you. Well, if you think Atlanta is getting more and more congested, yeah, you're not alone. A new study is backing you up.
Yeah, Penske Truck Rentals says for the 8th straight year, Atlanta was its #1 moving destination. Phoenix was second, followed by Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, and then Tampa, Sarasota. That data was based on the number of one-way moving truck rentals.
Well, a lot of people are moving to our area looking to hopefully get a good job. And with Atlanta now on the short list of cities that could be Amazon's second headquarters home and its 50,000 jobs, there's a lot of fingers crossed that the company chooses our city.
Of course, not everyone thinks it's a good idea, and some people want to know what exactly are we giving away to get Amazon. Of course, that hasn't stopped haters from hating. This weekend, the writers on Saturday Night Live, they poked some fun at Atlanta's pitch to get Amazon. Keith Whitney is here now. So, Keith, what has the reaction been like, and what were they saying on SNL?
Well, it was pretty funny. I actually saw it and I laughed out loud. Most folks, in fact, that we talked to laughed about it because, like I said, it was pretty funny. But the feeling is also that we're going to have the last laugh. Last week, the city of Atlanta made it to the short list to become the second headquarters for Amazon.
The city worked very closely with the state to develop a competitive bid that represents our strengths.
Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms went down the list of the city's impeccable business bona fides, but that wasn't enough to stop the haters from New York City.
I'm sending in the delegation from Atlanta.
The last time, SNL made fun of our driving in the snow. This time, Amazon.
Hey, what's good, partner? Man, y'all need to come to the A, you feel me?
I don't think we ought to take umbrage on being picked on. I think we should welcome the perception that Atlanta is one of the leaders for this new headquarters.
City Councilman Michael Bond thought the skit was hilarious.
Hey, man, my name is Reverend Jeremiah Green, and I am here on behalf of the mayor's office.
And I am Camille Lowe from Atlanta's Office of Business Development.
And I'm Chef Paula Dean, y'all. And I'm going to be careful what I say.
Bond thinks Atlanta was an easy target because we're out in front of the other cities.
You know, this is probably the best location. This would be as impactful as Delta coming in the 40s, having Amazon come now.
Hey, look here, man. Atlanta made for business, okay? Our airport's only 20 minutes away from downtown.
2 hours with traffic.
We had the Olympics there back in '96.
The one with the bomb.
And you know, Atlanta has these wonderful places where people from all walks of life come together.
It's called the Waffle House.
Yeah, we ready. So today we present you some of the symbols of our city, a can of Coca-Cola, and a sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
Satire is the best form of flattery, right? I mean, the pitch on Saturday Night Live I thought was terrific. It highlighted all the things that ATL is known for. You know, got a can of Coca-Cola, a little Chick-fil-A sandwich, and talking about the traffic. I mean, you can't get any better than that.
And throw in the Amazon drone. The SNL skit also made fun of a few other cities trying to get Amazon, but curiously, not New York City, where the show is taped out of. By the way, the betting money has Atlanta ahead of the pack at 2-to-1 odds.
I'll take those odds. It's not bad at all.
That's
a lot of people think it's going to come down to, if it does, Atlanta and Austin, of course. Dallas Fort Worth, you know, does really well, and then Austin. So you have this kind of push there. What are the chances that it will come here? And if it does come here, where does it go?
You know, that's a really good question. No official answers on that, as we've reported all along, but a lot of eyes are on the Gulch. That area downtown sitting between the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Phillips Arena, and the federal complex of buildings. BizNow reported at the end of last year, that somebody's been sniffing out permit fees for something big there, like 9 million square feet big. It's starting to quack like a duck, walk like a duck, but we'll have to wait and see if it is in fact a duck.
9 million square feet?
Yeah, it's big.
A sizable building.
Yeah,
a lot of drones.
Close to MARTA, right?
I'll hold a lot of drones.
That's how they're going to have to get to work if they put it in the Gulch. Have to fly in by drone. Thanks, Steve.
Right.
Well, Coca-Cola keeps getting greener.
Yeah, coming up, we're going to tell you about their ambitious goals to make sure they reduce their carbon footprint.